What's the worst thing that happened when you swapped phones? My roommate and I decided to swap phones for 24 hours as a digital detox challenge we saw on TikTok. The idea was to see how addicted we were to our own devices. Big mistake. We'd been living together for 2 years, but weren't super close. Just friendly roommates who split bills and occasionally watched Netflix together. She was always busy with grad school. I was working my first job out of college. The morning started normal. I handed her my iPhone. She gave me her Samsung. We laughed about how different the interfaces were. I couldn't even figure out how to answer calls properly. Around noon, I'm sitting in a coffee shop when her phone starts ringing. The caller ID says Mom with a heart emoji. I almost let it go to voicemail, but something made me answer. Hello? Immediately I hear crying. Deep, heart-wrenching sobs. Honey, the test results came back. I'm so sorry. My stomach drops. Do I tell her it's not her daughter? Do I hang up? This feels way too personal. But her mom keeps talking through tears. The doctor says 6 months, maybe 8 with aggressive treatment. I wanted to tell you in person, but I couldn't wait anymore. I'm frozen in this coffee shop, holding a stranger's phone, listening to the most devastating news imaginable. This woman is dying and thinks she's talking to her daughter. I know I should have told you about the lump sooner, she continues. I was scared. I didn't want you worrying during finals. My heart is breaking for both of them. I realize my roommate has no idea what's coming, so I do the only thing that feels right. I stay on the line. Mom, I love you so much, I whisper, trying to match my roommate's voice. I love you too, sweetheart. I'm sorry I waited so long to get checked. I'm sorry for everything. We talk for over an hour. She tells me stories about when my roommate was little, how she used to collect rocks and insist they were dinosaur eggs, how proud she is that she's in graduate school, how she always knew she'd do amazing things. She talks about her fears, not just about dying, but about leaving her daughter alone, about missing her graduation, her wedding, her grandchildren. I'm crying in this coffee shop and strangers keep staring, but I can't leave. This woman needs someone to listen. Promise me you'll keep chasing your dreams, she says. Don't let this stop your life. I promise, Mom. When the call finally ends, I'm emotionally destroyed. I have to carry this secret for hours until my roommate gets home. I spend the afternoon researching cancer treatment centers, support groups, anything that might help. I can't stop thinking about their conversation. When my roommate walks through the door that evening, I'm sobbing on the couch. What happened? Are you okay? She asks, rushing over. Your mom called, I whisper, my voice breaking. Her face goes completely white. She drops her backpack. What happened? Is she hurt? I hand her the phone with shaking hands. She has cancer. 6 months, maybe 8 with treatment. My roommate collapses onto the floor, just completely breaks down. Through her tears, she tells me she'd been worried for weeks. Her mom had been acting strange, avoiding video calls, making excuses not to visit. She kept saying she was just tired from work, she sobs. I knew something was wrong, but I was so busy with school I didn't push. We spend the entire night talking. She calls her mom back, and I listen as they have the conversation they should have had months ago. Raw, honest, devastating, but necessary. My roommate barely slept. The next morning, she was on the phone with her professors, arranging to finish her semester remotely. I'm moving home, she announced. I need to be with her. That phone swap completely changed both their lives. My roommate moved back home 3 days later and spent every precious moment with her mom. They took that trip to Ireland they'd always talked about. They recorded hours of video messages for future grandchildren. They said everything that needed to be said. Her mom lived 11 months, not 6. The doctors said her positive attitude and strong support system made all the difference. Sometimes the worst thing that happens turns out to be the most important thing that could have happened. That random TikTok challenge ended up being the best mistake we ever made. I learned that answering someone else's phone call can literally save lives.